Come on in. Okay, well, that's a little close. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the real life stream.
Oh, sorry.
What are you doing? As you can tell, Ekaface is the cameraman, so any issues will be filed under her complaint section here. This is, if you haven't seen it before, the room I do 99% of my stuff in. So, pan it around. Come on, show them the room.
Okay, well, it's a whole new, like, format or whatever, so.
Well, I'm going to be making funny, and that's part of the format.
Ooh.
Excellent.
Wow.
Look at that. Do a little sweep of it.
It's like, I can't see chat from this, like, screen.
I got chat, don't worry.
Okay. I think I might be walking too fast.
No, you're just giving it a little. You're just giving it a taste. Not to get super close to anything. Bam. Alright, well, I did say I would do an Xbox Series X unboxing, so we'll get to the main course. Alright, so I set up both Xboxes previous. Well, I mean, I'm missing one, but we're comparing it to the big boy, the you need two hands to hold it VCR, and the surprisingly petite and extremely powerful One X.
They said to wait a bit.
Wait a bit for what?
Just wait until people get in chat.
Well, all right. I guess I'll just talk to you, few people personally then before we unbox it. All right. So, do we have any questions yet? I guess I can start with a couple of my less exciting things to get people warmed up. I got hats. A lot of hats.
People in chat, can you confirm that you can hear Fishy?
Well, that's important. Well, I mean, you don't have to listen to me, but this one looks familiar. Look at these, the two star hats. The one I never wear.
Oh.
The one I really never wear.
It didn't show you live until 30 seconds ago. Oh.
Are you sure it's all working out?
Yeah, it's working because I
Alright.
can see what they're saying.
There you go. And these are the fun hats. Well, one of them's kind of boring. We don't even want to look at that one.
Okay, audio's working.
Check these out. Those are some hats, man. Dry Bones, the boy, and the coolest hat ever. You guys know Majora's Mask, right? That is sick. So, we're starting off chill here. And the boy himself, guys. Tom Hanks. There we go. So yeah, that's all we need to know over there. Let's go over to the fun stuff. So, we'll start top to bottom. These are the drones. Sometimes we use them for weddings, outdoor weddings. Not a whole lot, because they look like gamers. We don't like gamer drones. We've got the very pristine headset. The Sony XMX WX WH something. Wait. You'll know it by the look of it.
Destruction, please.
The illustrious Sony headphones. Doesn't work with the PS4 though, so no, that's unfair. It doesn't work with any of the modern consoles here. So temporarily leave that here. We've got the very beautiful Breath of the Wild guide that I never used because this game is best enjoyed. I can't open it too much. By just kind of going in blind.
That's what she said.
Don't even. And then a game you definitely need the guide for because it's so hard and so long. Haldidigos. I actually have never opened this. I wonder if they have online guides. Like, why is it this big for the campaign? Yeah, oh my god, they have... Yeah, check this out. Leveling up in loadouts, pistol types. You get a good view of that?
Alright, gimbal.
Can't really focus on it, right? Well, I mean, whatever. You see, there's
Trade
actual
secrets.
class guys in here. These top ones are the real stinky ones, too.
Unboxing time. That's what Just Evan said.
Unboxing time? Alright, at least let me get through the books and we'll go unbox it. So, the good half of Halo 5. The bad half of Halo 5. Speaking of the good half of Halo 5, the standee cutout. With the One Ring. And a random pass of the barcode you shouldn't remember. That released with Halo 5. Behind him is Agent Locke, but we don't talk about Agent Locke. He didn't exist.
Please
Halo 5
tell
didn't
the
exist.
story of how you got that.
Alright, well, in order to tell the story correctly, I gotta get the other controller. I believe I have stashed that in here. This is a two-part story. So, pay no mind to the man behind the curtain. Oh, there we go. This is a two-parter. Let's get that out. Alright. The day was...
I'm talking here.
whenever Halo 5 came out. I don't remember the date anymore. I've purged it out of my memory. We're standing in line, midnight release, Best Buy. And they have this system where I think you got a ticket. They gave everyone in the line a ticket. The top prize winner was an actual whole Xbox One with the game. It was a special edition, came with a controller. One of the prizes was this controller here. The Halo 5 Master Chief Edition controller.
Ooh,
Very exciting.
wow.
Technically, so me and Echoface both went into this midnight launch. She won the controller, and she gave it to me because she was years away from having an Xbox One. So this is a very nice controller as a gift here. And I won the standee that Best Buy had, and he's been hanging out with me trying not to get dented and hurt for many years now. Since 2015. So 5 years I've had to stuff this guy in a corner somewhere. And Agent Locke is behind him, and you can't ever see both of them unless you rip it apart. So, I believe you guys wanted an unboxing. So, is chat satisfied with the amount of numbers we have now?
Do you want to
Yeah.
read through
Oh,
them
we can
a little
look
bit?
Look at that chat. Bam! Alright, let's get that Xbox. Alright, so, I already went through it, but I'll go through it again. We got a couple extra people in chat here.
Destruction says, those poor wires. Sad face.
Oh yeah, don't look down at the wires. We don't do wire management here. We don't believe that. Alright, so. This, for those of you who have never seen this thing.
Oh, you can see me through there. Don't.
Well, it's fine.
Don't.
This is Xbox One VCR edition, bro. Literally called that. This thing, okay, here's the funny part, okay? She's an ugly girl. Okay? And I'm not saying that because in the reflection you can see the cameraman. She's an ugly girl. But look how ugly the bottom is. It's like, what the fuck? It's just fucking off. It just, you don't have to.
Serial
it's
number.
literally the serial
Whoa.
number. Don't zoom in on it. It's just fucking, it's just like, here's the thing. Enjoy your Xbox. I don't know. So this is the Xbox One. It came with a Kinect. We don't even talk about it. It's fine. Don't worry about the Kinect. It's not important. And so, if we skip the cheese grater Xbox, we have the Xbox One X. This thing is actually smaller than the slim Xbox One. And this is... I still think this thing looks better than any Xbox ever made. This is a really, really nice Xbox. And also, Echoface was giving this to me as a gift for Christmas. Because she's the best.
Oh, okay.
Well, your gimbal is not doing the best. Is it okay now? We have some high-tech shit going on in this stream. Alright, so, now that we've diddly-daddled long enough, let's open this bad boy up. So, I have seen some unboxings.
Wait, let's see the box. Let's see the
Well,
box.
the box is super fucked up because I ordered it, and then the people who gave it to me didn't really care about the condition. So it's all kind of like fucked up. There's like scrape marks on it and everything. It's great. EB Games, everybody, or Purolator. Purolator?
What is this game? Delayed?
I don't know. We won't know for a year. We won't know for fucking 365 days. You got a good shot of the box there? There's no X yet, though. It's just box.
Here we go.
Alright, so I know there's little tabs somewhere. And these bad boys just come right off. I've already seen it. So you kind of just, bam. It's like waxing your legs.
You don't know that.
I know everything. There we go. Nice, got the barcode. Hope it does. Hopefully it works. There we go. And now there's a way to open it that makes it look very presentable. I think it might be this. So, I hope it's this way. Ooh. Power your dreams, bro. Your gimbal is powering with no battery. No battery on those dreams, dude. Alright, so we take it out of its little hidey hole without breaking it, because that's kind of important, I think. It's a bit of an awkward shape to hold. Let's go with there. Stuff that back in so I can put everything back in the box. We just want the Xbox, not the box. So we take this little bad boy off on here. That's where we're powering our dreams. If you have that fear of holes, don't look at that. That's scary. If you like the movie Holes with Shia LaBeouf, then you can absolutely look at that. Alright, so let's get the unveiling. I ripped the tape off, so I think it's just a matter of... Beautiful.
A GameCube.
Actually, now that you mention it, I heard it fits really nicely next to a GameCube. I wish I was joking.
I was
So,
joking.
we stand her up like that. Alright? Now get this, okay? Look at how ridiculously close it is to a GameCube.
Oh my god.
It's just
Okay.
2.5 GameCubes.
Excuse me.
Your gimbal is excellent, by the way.
Alright, I am taking it off of this gimbal.
Yeah, it's worse than just handheld. It's horrible.
Ow. Okay,
Alright.
here we go.
It is literally just...
It like flipped to my face, I bet. I'm so embarrassed. Okay.
Look at that, everybody. Look at that. It's the Tower of Cube.
Don't clip it!
The game rectangle. Well, now they will clip it. There we go. You got it. That's just how good streams go, man. You do something dumb, that's staying with you.
This is why I don't get paid as mod, you guys.
That's why I don't pay anybody on this stream, dude. There we go. So yeah, you can see the back ports here. Actually, quite a bit less than the One X. There's only one HDMI port. That's all I guess you'd really need, though. You got the memory card, just like a GameCube. Obviously, Ethernet, power, 2 USBs, pretty standard stuff. You got the cheese graters. You want to grate some cheese? You want to really grate some big cheese, dude. This is the big cheese. Get that green.
Does that actually glow when it's on?
No, it's just the green on the inside, man.
Oh. Okay.
LED, you can't get LEDs RGB unless you go PC. This ain't the master race.
Yeah, but they're... Okay, it's fine.
There you go. Look at the butt of it.
Oh. Interesting. Does it spin?
No. It is screwed in there. It does not spin, because that would be weird. There we go.
It's like a lazy Susan for the Xbox.
I gotta get a new cameraman. Alright, let's go and look at the rest of the box here. So, obviously I went for the big thing first. There's like a random start guide, you know, how do you turn on the thing? You turn the on button on, you know? Not crazy stuff.
Oh, Leo, how dare you?
However, this will be crazy stuff here. Now, I know the PS5 has a more exciting controller, however.
Sorry, Destruction said, camera person, cancel video.
Oh yeah, dude, I get canceled 3 times a stream, bro. That's almost in the contract. Haha. An Xbox One. Well, I already call it an Xbox One controller. Xbox Series X controller or Series controller. Now let me compare that. It is very similar to the controller that came with the One X here. Very, very similar with an extra button and a new D-pad. Right, backs are the same. There is a grippy texture on the back.
Let's see the grip.
Well, you can't zoom in on that.
Yes, I can. I'm doing it right now.
Your phone can do that.
Yes.
All right. And here is a comparison of the original Xbox One controller that came out in 2013. So that one has a whole glossy look to it. It looks kind of like a Cadillac, something like that, right?
Ooh.
And there is no grippy texture on the back. Well, I mean, it might be grippy because I've rubbed it against things. Like, scraped it against my wall at this point. And let's get it right next to its brethren here. I mean, there's a couple more cords, but, you know. HDMI and power. Ooh, that's new, dude. Alright, so we'll kind of get everything put away here. Oh, and to all of the Xbox haters,
Uh-oh.
your favorite part to mention. The AA batteries. Oh, I can even get it open. There's like a little tape thing on the top. And rip the whole thing. There we go. The AA batteries by Duracell, dude. Not for retail sale. Alright, let's get this thing out of my face here. It's getting hot too. Is there an off button to this thing? You should probably turn it off.
Why? Is it hot?
Yeah, it's still on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, figure that
Come
out.
on then.
I want a fire in the apartment while I'm doing the room tour. Alright, so let me get this thing kind of
Okay, I think that's off.
put on the side here. I'll kind of just close everything else and pretend it never existed. Bam. Alright. So now let's compare it to its brethren here. Now the bed's not the greatest place to put it, but you know. And there it is. The three of them put together, it really just is a 1X kind of turned into a tower, really.
Sweet.
Awesome.
Woo.
All right, now I'm going to plug this guy in. I downloaded Cold War on the 1X already, on this guy, through an external hard drive. So all I got to do is copy the files over to the internal here, and that's what we're playing tonight. So let me get this hooked up here. And then I'll continue with the actual room tour, because we haven't looked at much in depth yet. So,
Emilio, that's important.
it's not important. Alright, so, it doesn't go this way, it goes that way. Alright, make sure not to get my butt crack on this one. Very important. Plumber's crack, not a good thing.
Okay.
Alright, now. I mean, you don't have to get this part if you don't want. You start looking at the cool stuff on top of that shelf.
Okay.
Yeah, what's that? This isn't as fun.
Okay, well, I'll do like a full shot of it. So this is Fishy's shelf. Oh, you mean this Dreamcast?
Oh, what Dreamcast? I don't see a Dreamcast.
Okay, here we go.
That's fake news.
This is his shelf. It's a Bionicle, you guys. You know how hard it was to find that?
Destruction's gonna like that.
Scumbag capitalist himself.
Who's a capitalist?
Tom Nook?
Oh, okay, that's true.
Yeah, this guy's sealed copy.
Oh, that's a fresh game. That is straight off the factory floor.
Look at this guy. So sick. So fresh. whole story going on here. I don't know. I'm trying to catch up with chat.
Chat's moving, eh?
Yeah. Let me see Fishy's butt. He's got fins.
Yeah, I don't have a butt. Anyone who says I have a butt, that's fake news. Alright, now ask them, what do they want to see first? Because I got some stories to tell.
What do you want to eat? Might be easier if you read from that screen.
Move along, yo. Don't even, if I hear one more Bionicle commercial soundtrack, bro, I'm done. The channel's quitting, dude. So, here's my garbage can. Alright, so, we have the movies. We have a few more books, I guess we should finish with that. But we have the movies over here. And we got some notable ones. For sure. So this is the old mic I used to use for when I was streaming. So look at me, I'm already upgrading. This thing is not even a mic. This is technically an audio recorder.
Let's show the upgrade. Ta-da!
Yeah. Boom. A big boy microphone. Every gamer needs one. And the motto, I live my life by.
Fishy.
You do well to do the same.
What's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie is, now I gotta search for them a little bit. I don't have a whole lot of room here, so I'm gonna, rustle the old jimmies. Let us see here. We got a Ring Fit. Let's get that out of the way.
What is a Ring Fit?
Whoa, that's plugged in. There we go. Now, let's see. We got some real bangers in here. Anyone a fan of the first John Wick movie? Excellent. One of the best action movies you'll ever watch. Iron Giant, 2 for $20, guys? Come on. What a deal. You had to pick it up. We had someone in chat mentioning Memento the other day. Excellent movie in there. We have the obvious really good movie here, Dark Knight. Can't complain about the Dark Knight, dude. We've got, this one's, I think, hit or miss, Jarhead. One of my favorite war movies, maybe my favorite war movie of all time. That is super, super good. The message of this war movie is war sucks. And a lot of good ones have that same message.
Oh my gosh, my finger was in the camera.
Your finger was in the camera. Jake Gyllenhaal is pissed.
I'm not very good at this.
And we have my favorite movie of all time, good old Inception.
Awesome.
This movie is probably the reason why I'm streaming right now. Because it inspired me to make films and to get creative about things. So, very interesting movie here. We have the Weeb stuff. Well, Battle of Gods. It's not super. It's pretty.
Oh, it's so good though.
That is a really good movie. We have... I'll go through a few more. Let's see here. What would be... I want to find out who in my chat is a Matrix fan. And by Matrix fan, I mean like more than just the first movie. Because I love Reloaded. That's probably my favorite Matrix movie. Let's see here. And now I want to get into the really good stuff. Bam. Scott Pilgrim. Steelbook. Third favorite movie of all time. Excellent movie.
That looks cool. Can I see the back?
Nothing too crazy, but very interesting. Still all the same. And I actually saw that in theaters too. That was a really good movie there.
He saw it with a different girl.
Hey, no talking to my chat without me here. We have, let's see here. Do I have anything? Oh yeah, dude. Come on. Can we get some mad shoutouts? Which way does each one go? Okay, we've got... Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit Extended Edition trilogies on Blu-ray.
Excellent.
Any fans of that?
Drop your favorite quotes.
Dude, the whole movie. Just drop the script in chat real quick. We gotta show this to everybody who doesn't know what it is. This is a VHS.
They want to see the Xbox.
They want to see the Xbox.
Is it connected?
It's connected. You guys want to see the Xbox? It's not what this video is about. But alright, we'll go Xbox. Alright, so I don't know if Cold War will work on it. I did have it all transferred up. I just had it, I put it back to the Uncharted to make it nice and, oh yeah, get that double A in there. Oh.
Those fresh?
That's fresh.
Fresh.
Fresh as a daisy. Alright. Now we just got to make sure we are on this HDMI.
I want to see the glow. Is it not glowing?
It's not an actual light.
That's stupid.
That's not stupid.
I thought that there was a glow. That's how it was advertised. Sorry.
Alright, let's see if it works, guys. It would actually be really cool if it worked. No, look at this. I actually can't play Cold War yet. You are too good at the game. That's what it says. You are too good at the game to play Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War.
When does that come out?
That's tonight. It's coming out in like an hour and a half, so. Some people already have it because they changed their time zones. I'm looking at you, Damon. So yeah, we'll load up a game. I kind of threw a couple things on here. It's a pretty quick process here. And I got my hard drives in here, so it looks like I have a lot of games in here now. Let's see. What is Series X compatible? So I have a bunch. So we can actually pop Fortnite on. I know. We have someone in chat who would be interested in that. So we'll see what it looks like. We'll see how fast it loads up. Damon is smart food, dude. You fuck! Who's calling me a fuck right now, dude? Look at the Galactus in the background, dude. Look at this. What do you do with your brand new console? Fortnite. Look at that. Checking system privileges. Checking crossplay privileges, guys. Make sure to check those. Alright, well. This game takes a long time. Okay, we have to do the whole intro. That's fine. Whatever. We'll do the whole thing. I can't save the world. I don't have enough money to save the world, guys. Look at that. Look at that pre-rendered cutscene, dude. That's a good FMV. Oh, look at that MP4 file, dude. Damn. I'll skip it. You've all seen it. Oh, you gotta hold that B button. Look how long you gotta hold that B button for. Holy shit. Apparently it's a Nexus War. It's another one. You gotta hold B again. Look at this. And now it's telling me to buy shit. Alright. Cool. So, Fortnite looks perfect. I mean, I was hoping for that at least. Let's see if I can get my character on here. We'll see how he looks. I mean, I'll be honest, that's pretty good, yeah. I know it's only Fortnite, but that's as crispy as a cartoon graphic game's ever gonna look. We'll get him to dance. There we go. There it is, guys. You want to see it on this channel, didn't you? There you go. We have Fortnite dancing for the first time on the Fishy956 stream. Alright, now let's load up another game. So here's the fun part. We get to load up another game and test out the quick resume. So let's try Apex now. Because a lot of these free Battle Royale games are actually the most optimized. Because I haven't bought any games besides Cold War yet. What would be cool is I might do Assassin's Creed at some point. That would be really fun. But for the time being, I gotta wait for Cold War. Because they're like, how about these two new consoles come out? But Cold War doesn't come out yet. Unless you're on PlayStation, I guess. So we'll see how fast this loads up. And then I want to go back to Fortnite. I want to see how quick that goes. So a lot of this stuff is still network stuff, and we are streaming. So some of the network's going to be impaired here. Okay, so we're in the game now. So we're in the lobby of Apex. So now let's see how fast it takes to go back to Fortnite.
Wow.
Wow, that's lightning fast, eh? No, because I keep playing games that are like online, so like there's not really like a way to test it as well, because it's just gonna bring me back to the start menu here. But if I download some stuff here, let's see, because a lot of these are on the hard drive and stuff, you know, so you're not gonna see a huge performance upgrade. Mortal Kombat 11. Alright, I think that game's optimized, right? Mortal Kombat 11 is pretty new. So we'll try that one. We'll give her a go.
Destruction says to try an offline game, Black Ops 1.
Black Ops 1? I don't know if Black Ops 1 is going to look much different because it's a 360 game. See, the issue is, I'll show you what I mean here. So, of course, I just got it, so a lot of stuff isn't downloaded yet. A lot of this stuff is just on old hard drive stuff. So, this little symbol right here means that it actually is optimized for the Series X and the Series S here. So even if I played Odyssey, which is a really new Assassin's Creed game, there's no symbol, so it would just look the same as it does on an Xbox One, or a One X, I guess. And so, unfortunately, the most readily available... Actually, we can use this one. Let's use Cold War, or Modern Warfare. Let's do the campaign. Let's see how fast it loads. I didn't know this one was X and S, so let's try it out. This one should load at least a little bit quicker once we get to the campaign. We'll see. So we gotta sync some daters. Alright, so let's see if we just spam it, how fast. I mean, this is still gonna take a while because this is online. But let's play around with the campaign a little bit. Let's see what we get. And again, this is gonna be kind of shit because we're streaming right now, so it's gonna take a little while.
Good night, Davin.
Have a good night, man. Thanks for tuning in. We got the rest of the room tour though, so don't go anywhere quite yet. I want to show all of my games and all the stories about them all and stuff. So I got Modern Warfare, everybody. It's fantastic. So yeah, without buying like a game for these new consoles, you don't get a whole lot out of it. At least not initially.
My fingers make a sound in the right headphone sometimes.
Well, we gotta fire her, guys.
This is very tricky with the phone.
Yeah. Next time, put a case on, man. You got that nice case. Mutes all the stuff. Yeah, it'll be nice. You're gonna have to like put it in front of the camera for a bit though to put it on.
No, it's okay.
There we go. So, oh my god. So we're not even playing at high res, but whatever. It's fine. Warzone, bro. What? Oh, this is new. So okay, so apparently this is something you can do now. This game counts as all three. So you got Cold War, Warzone, and Modern Warfare. So we're gonna play the campaign. That's different. We're gonna play the campaign here. So I think one of the most impressive levels is the second one. So we're gonna go down to level select here. We're gonna play Piccadilly. We're gonna see how long that bar takes to load. Oh, dude, I got so much stuff planned for this video still. We're just getting started. The movies was like the least hype thing. There we go. Okay, so we're in the level now. We'll skip her. We don't care what you're talking about. Okay, let's get this. Alright. And so, I mean, that looks pretty damn good. We don't have the high-res texture pack yet. That looks pretty damn good. Now let's see how fast it takes us to get to another campaign mission now that we have it running. So we quit, boom, embedded, boom, yes, recruit, and let's see how long it takes.
AAA is asking if you remember him from yesterday.
Oh, dude, how could I forget you, AAA? You got one of the coolest names, man. It works perfectly for you. And let's see. So that bam, cutscene, mission's over. You're going in, and we're playing. And Farah looks really good in that red light. Like, it looks really good, guys, for sure. I'm not able to show you guys Cold War yet. But Cold War will actually be streaming at midnight tonight, right after this stream here. So you'll actually be able to see it, like, actually from a capture card. So yeah, I can't wait to show you guys that. Unfortunately, Activision just has decided that Xbox people can't play it yet, so we're still waiting. Maybe I can show you guys Witcher 3 when that's done installing. We'll see. So yeah, that's the Xbox for a bit. We're gonna leave Hadir here because he's an asshole, and then we're going to move over to. I think everyone's very excited about the games. However, I want to go really quick over something first here, like all the way around because my room is very tight. This is my computer because a lot of you guys asked me about computer stuff. So here's my computer. I've got the Logitech G910 keyboard here. I got an old pair of Turtle Beach Z22 headphones. We got 2 monitors here. Both of them are running at 144 hertz. This is an Acer. This is an Acer. It's the same curved monitor, only this one is 1440p, and this one is 1080p. And so they help me edit, and right here, what you see is actually my editing. So this is what it looks like, and I'll take you through it a little bit. So check this ending out, guys. So this, you've already seen this video. So you can see the view here. You can edit it, change it. This is how I do all my work here on the computer. I got a little sound bar. I do all the sound, and let's get a good shot of that computer itself. So what we have right here, I have an AMD Ryzen 7 2700X in here. I've got 32 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM. I've got an M.2 NVMe SSD, a Samsung Evo 970 running the OS. Ooh. I got a GTX 1060 6GB graphics card. I just got the stock cooler, but it's always been doing good for me. I got some RGB in there because you need some RGB. I've got a wonderful case. It's quite big, but it's got 2 nice, big, huge Cooler Master fans. And how could you not trust a case called Cooler Master? So that's my PC. I could game with it if I wanted to. I just prefer to work on it. So this is the streaming setup here. So this is what I see when you are seeing me. So this is the monitor I keep chat on. This is going to be kind of meta, but this is where I see chat. This isn't quite what I use. It's very similar though, and I'll have myself here and a couple knobs down here. I just can't turn it on because it'll actually override the stream you're seeing right now. And I got the headset, and this is the Stream Deck. So this is how I play sound effects. So you can see I got my sound effects all the way down here. And then I have scene selection. And these are all the scenes. So I've got Xbox One, I've got Fishy Cam, intro, outro, be right back. All the fun stuff on the Stream Deck. And it's actually a whole separate computer. It's over here. So this is a little mini case I built. So this is what I stream off of to keep things separate. And this entire computer's only purpose is to stream. This is just for you guys. I built this about 3 months back now, maybe 4, once I found out that my computer or the laptop I was using wasn't fantastic. All right, let's go over to, I know you guys are looking at it, the game wall. Haha, so we'll start with the top, my favorite part. So this is all of the showable collectible stuff I have here. So we have the Dragon Ball Z Kakarot Collector's Edition in here, and it came with this guy in it. Super cool. Very, very cool Collector's Edition. Of course, you got the Bionicle in the back doing something. I don't know. He's just doing some flexing.
Oh, excuse me. I'm too short.
Well, you are too short, aren't you? That's good enough. You got it.
Cool.
We got the Fire Emblem Three Houses Special Edition, the Seasons of Warfare Edition. Batman and a Commando Trooper from Star Wars is hanging out there. Alright, we got R2-D2, we got a TIE Fighter, and we got Finn from Episode 7. With a PlayStation Classic box under them kind of where they're hanging out. We have the Ocarina of Time 3D 3DS, or it's a 2DS technically. Oh, there goes Finn, dude. That is what the writers did to this character. What's up? Is that little Hyper 212 in your streaming PC?
Shut up, Arcanius.
What? Sorry, we got Donnie Yang from the Rogue One movie. We got Samus Returns right here. Finn is dead again. Finn is excellent, dude. We got Obi-Wan and a Stormtrooper. Evidently, Obi-Wan's going to win that one, but he might just give up and let him shoot him. We have the Fire Emblem Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn dual pack soundtrack from Japan. It's really cool, very nice. It's my second favorite game of all time. We got the Fire Emblem Fate Special Edition. This thing was scalped so hard back in 2016. We got a little mini Link guy there. We got Blastoise from some weird game. You could plug him in and actually use him in a little game device. So that was kind of cool. We got the Switch box in the back. It's actually not the one with better battery life. So I have like 3.5 hours and I'm done. I have more amiibos in this, but these are the ones I opened up to use. So with this guy, you can play co-op. With her, she's awesome. Tom Nook is an asshole. Samus and Ike are my two favorites from my two favorite franchises, so I busted them open. There he is. His nose could kill a man. We got the Xbox One X box behind them. So I guess that's now outdated. We got the Uncharted 4, A Thief's End PlayStation 4 Slim. I got this the day the Slims came out, or the day after the Slims came out. And I'm such a huge fan of Uncharted 4, I had to do it. Or I was actually already a fan of Uncharted 4 before I got it. Because I played it at a friend's house. So behind here we have the Fire Emblem Warriors Special Edition. I might have some sort of... What? Chad's laughing at me. We got the Zelda Majora's Mask soundtrack from Club Nintendo before they stopped that. The Elite Controller box. We got Goku Black doing his thing. We got an alien attacking a poor man in the suit. Although that should probably be Ripley. It's kind of bullshit. This is from Aliens Colonial Marines. I never bought it though. Don't worry. I took this off of Just Davin. He was selling it. Or he was giving it away. This guy's some random guy from like an old SNES Fire Emblem. I think it's actually one of these two. So these are two Japanese Fire Emblem games in box. Because they never released in America. Or North America, I should say. We have Final Fantasy. The original Final Fantasy on NES from 1UP Games. Just recently got that guy. We have Goku in his awesome form. I love Super Saiyan 3. But we also have base Goku, so he can remember how far he's come. A little time ring from Dragon Ball Super here.
Show the side.
Show the side of what?
Of the ring.
Of the ring? Sure. It's got the same design as Goku Black does. So you can see he would wear it right there. He's got that shit. Don't worry, guys. All right. We have Vegeta hanging out in the back because that's how people treat him. He's hanging out. You know, he's wiping his chin like Batman. Now he's... I don't know where he's going to stand, but that's good. All right. We've got the Fire Emblem Shadows of Valencia Echoes Special Edition. This one is definitely one of the most beautiful ones. I can't move that without killing Vegeta here. That's probably my favorite on the 3DS. That's such a good game. And, of course, as you saw before, the Sonic Mania statue. This guy is fucking awesome. Oh my gosh. And he's defending the sealed copy of Fire Emblem Sacred Stones. So I kind of like Fire Emblem, as you can tell from up there. Some cool stuff up there for sure. What?
Fire Emblem everywhere.
Oh, you're trying to... Yeah. All right, and then we'll go to the 360 stuff. So I'm only going to go over the notable stuff here. So I'm going to kind of skim through. You can see what I have, but I'm only going to take out the important stuff and talk about it.
AAA is asking, how much is this room worth?
I don't want to think about it, bro. I'll be honest. Probably at least, like if I were to get, like, really high market value, I could probably get at least 10 grand out of a lot of the stuff I have here. But that could go up or down depending on what people are willing to pay and if I sell it all as one thing. But it's been a lot of years of adding to it, and honestly, I enjoy it, so I don't really care too much. It's like a good hobby, right? So this is my favorite shooting game of all time. I'm sure you guys have seen it. This is where my love of Call of Duty started. Technically, I played Call of Duty 3 first, but this one was influential in keeping me on the online. So...
There's so many short jokes. Stop.
She is short. What do you mean move on? You're good. So yeah, here, I start with this one. There you go. The guy's shooting this way. This guy's like, hey man, the battle's over here. It's funny. It's a meme. Haha. Oh, you didn't get it?
No, there's a reflection. There you go.
So he's like, I'm going to shoot this guy over here. And this guy's like, bro, literally World War II's over here. There you go. Let's see here. Notable releases. Well, who can go without looking at the Two Worlds 2-disc collector's edition with the 48-hour trial of Xbox Live. What a beaut, man. I just want to quickly dive into the contents here. You get a stupid amount. I think this is just where the case is, or the CD. But you get...
I'm not 4'7".
You get the instruction manual in a bigger format. But look at this. You get a tabletop RPG. These people are literally like, this game is so bad. Here's something you can play instead of our game. Here you go. And I don't even know how to play it. Maybe we should do it someday. But there you go. The Two Worlds one of the worst RPGs ever made, but I actually beat the whole thing and kind of enjoyed it when I was young. So it's one of those weird things. Yeah, and then I guess
Bandits one.
Bandits. Doth how, and then of course MW2 and MW3 Steelbook. This one doesn't have text on it. Very nice, very delish. You can see that. I don't think there's anything crazy in the back. Not really. Very cool. All right, we'll move on to the next. Get that in there. So you can actually see behind. I've got a couple of old 360s behind the games here. So this one is actually broken. This one is also broken. And this one works fine. So, 1 out of 3 at least. So we'll go into some notable stuff here. Is there anything notable in this section here? I mean, of course, again, I keep going back to it, but MW2, excellent game. Really rose the series up. This might be one of the best Dragon Ball Z games ever made, and nobody talks about it. This is a really, really good game. I think you guys, if you get the chance, if you see this, it's actually kind of rare, I think, now, too. So make sure to pick that up. It's on PS3 as well. What's that?
Apparently this is the most notable.
Oh, dude, okay. My Xbox came with this. This is all I had on the Xbox. So here's a funny story. So I came home with this white Xbox here. It's an arcade Xbox. So this is all it came with. It didn't come with a Wi-Fi. It came with a memory card and this game, and that was all you had. So I remember I stood it up because all the ads were like, here's your Xbox 360. You have to stand it up. And so I put the disc in, stood it up, and within 30 minutes, my dog ran by and knocked it over, and it scratched a big ring on this disc. And so I had to get it cleaned. It actually works now, but that's how early on with 360 fucked me over. But I still love the damn thing. But yeah, this thing, it's actually really cool. If you go and put this in a 360 now, it'll give you an interface that looks a lot like the original 360 Blades dashboard. So kind of a little blast from the past there. If anyone had in a 360 that long ago. There might not be anything else in that cubby hole. Of course, we got Halo 4 and GTA 5, some of the last games that came out on the 360. So if you come over here, this one might be very exciting. I have it hidden because it's too good to show off. This bad boy. Who remembers this game? You can play this on the Series X. You can play this on any Xbox, pretty much. Literally every Xbox ever made can run this game. This is such a good game, and it's worth giving a go for sure. If you have any Xbox at all.
Have you ever gotten the Red Ring of Death?
Oh, twice. This is the third Xbox, technically. So, I sent one into Microsoft when it broke, and then my second Xbox that got red ringed, I think I had 3 weeks left of my warranty when I sent it in. And so the third one they sent me hasn't broken yet. I have gotten an S since then, but I still like this old form design a little bit better. We have... Now this is an important one for the camera people, for the camera woman. So this is the first game I think she ever bought. And she bought it for me for Christmas the first 3 months we were dating. So, very, very nice. The 360 version of Assassin's Creed 4. And now she's into Assassin's Creed, so it's kind of funny. But she still has to play this one. Come on, man. We have one of the best Sonic games ever made. Highly, highly recommend this game to anybody who's ever been curious or has ever loved a Sonic game. This is such a good game. It's a blast from the past because it's called Generations. You play as old dude Sonic and new dude Sonic, and you got tons of levels that you'll remember. Great music. It's awesome. So, throw that bad boy in there. And the masterpiece of my collection on the 360 here. The finest of all the games. Kane & Lynch 2. Dog Days. Beautiful. Excellent game. I have streamed that before. If you guys haven't seen that, I had a 50 follower goal for that game, and every time I died in that game, I took a shot, and by the end, I was incoherent. It was great.
He was very drunk.
So, last 360 game is the Halo 3 Limited Edition, Steelbook Collector's Edition, whatever the hell. It's actually very plain. It's just a black box with a 3, and there's not really anything else going on it. Very cool.
AAA wants to know if you've ever played Guitar Hero.
Oh, dude, I did. All the time, but I played it on the PS2. I don't think I have my PS2 stuff available to me, but I used to love Guitar Hero all the time. I actually didn't really get into Rock Band much until I was at my cousin's house, but I was definitely a Rock Band guy. I used to play expert on every song. I could play almost everything except for, of course, Through Fire and the Flames, a couple like Painkiller, like some crazy stuff. We have, I've literally never played this game, but it was $30 at EB Games, so I don't know if this is any good. It's got a cool steel box to it.
Guitar Hero stream would be lit, apparently.
Guitar Hero would be crazy. I actually might want to do that. That's awesome. That's actually really interesting. We have... This is also the thing I got that same night as the cardboard cutout and the controller, the Halo 5 Limited Edition, and it is my least favorite that I own because I hate this game.
How much did it cost, and what physical damages did it come with?
So it was $120, and as soon as I took it out of the box, let's see, as soon as I took it out of its casing, it had that little dent in it. Straight from Bill Gates' soft hands.
Thank you, Bill Gates.
Thanks, Bill. All right. Put that on there. It's always a tight fit. And the last steelbook I have for the Xbox One...
Damon, I need a drink. Sorry.
What? Who needs a drink? I need a drink, bro. Here, I'm taking a sip. This is the Kakarot steelbook for the big guy on the top there.
It comes with this.
Alrighty. So that's most of the Xbox One stuff. So let's get into the actual rare stuff here. Okay, so for those who know me, the GameCube is my favorite console of all time. And here are my GameCube games. Now, huge shout out to my favorite game of all time, Metroid Prime. And it's the edition that comes with the Metroid Prime 2 bonus trailer and demo.
How much is that?
It's actually not that rare. It's just one of the more rare copies of Metroid Prime 1. Metroid Prime 1's just not really that rare in general. This absolutely can be. We have Wind Waker. That game went up in price quite a bit, but the Wii U version kind of put it back down. And the case is kind of weird on it. That's weird. Hopefully it's not weird. So that back in there. We have Sunshine. I played that. That's the disc I used to stream it. We have a weird one called the Pokemon Channel. Very weird game. No one really knows about it. You just hang out with Pikachu and watch TV with him. I wish I was joking. No, you just watch TV with Pikachu here. And there are different shows you can watch with them and do little mini games. It's a weird game, but I used to play it as a kid. We've got Resident Evils. I have 1, 4, and 0. I don't have any of the really rare ones. We have Twin Snakes. Now this is another rare one. Excellent game. It still only exists on the GameCube. They have not remade it. A lot of fans actually don't like this game, so I don't think it ever will get a remake. See, you drink too much scotch, your voice will be coarse.
Do you have Into the Hedge?
I don't have Over the Hedge, no.
Oh. Okay.
But will this be good enough? Basically the same movie, right? There's Boog. Open season, guys. Remember that?
Are all their mouths open?
All their mouths are wide, except for the duck. Take a big. There you go. There you go. Excellent. Alrighty, so that might be most of the really rare stuff here.
Someone just asked you to hydrate, I think.
Hydrate? Alright.
Hydrate 4 times.
4 times? Alright, let me get the hydrate then going. Let's do it.
Does it matter what you hydrate with? Because
I'm not hydrating with scotch. That's dehydrate. I'm gonna add a dehydrate. There we go. So. That's 2.
Goodness gracious.
Delicious. Also, I forgot. Get a cool shot of this. It's a vinyl record cut out in the form of Zelda. It's a little weird because the shadows on it. It's kind of hard to see what's going on, but it's all the different forms of Zelda in a vinyl as a clock. The clock does not work because it only takes 1 battery and it dies in like a month. So it's kind of like hard to keep it going. Cool. So.
Fishy's educated, you guys. Oh my god.
And there we go. The memeable Bachelor of Arts. Thank you so much, McMaster. All right, so this is probably the rarest game I own, actually. This is Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. This is like a $250 game, and I have the manual in the case in here.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Look at that. That's what she thinks she's getting paid, dude.
Just kidding.
Now, this is really cool, okay? So I want everyone to be very quiet, especially chat, because they're very loud. All right, listen to this. As soon as I open this, what does this sound remind you guys of? Wait 1 second.
What? Oh. The click?
That click is straight up the same noise as when you press something on the Wii.
Shut up, bladder.
That's if you press on a channel on the Wii. I don't know. I thought it was always funny. It might come off a little different on the stream. We have, this is a very rare game, Skyward Arcadia Legends. This goes for at least $120 here. This is a really good one as well. We have Twilight Princess on the GameCube. This is another rare one. We're not going to get into this one.
Destruction says, I don't need a degree to know your ass is playing Bioshock soon.
Oh, fuck. Yep. Yeah, I bet those fucking food things getting close. We have the shiniest game I own.
Ooh. Very cool.
It's the first Dragon Ball game I ever owned, so a lot of my Dragon Ball knowledge actually came from that guy. Yeah, and I guess the only other big one, actually I don't want to do that one yet, is, this doesn't count, but all my Jumper copies, for those of you who don't know. I might enjoy how shit this game is. That's the worst game I've ever played. And I played on stream for my 100 follower. And it was horrible, because I think I took a shot for every time I died that time as well. Alright. So now we get onto the Wii. This is cool stuff here. Let me move this big fat Xbox One. Oh! That's my workout for the day. So we got the Last Story Special Edition RPG on the Wii. Actually quite rare as well. Not super rare. Nothing is as rare as the GameCube stuff, of course. And slot that guy right back in there. Let's see. We have the most fantastic game on the Wii. Wii Music. Rat-a-tat-toot. 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 That's all I'm saying about it. We have... Man, there's some real fucking bad games. Look at this one. Sonic and the Secret Rings, guys. Damn, that's a bad game. The Wii just is... Oh, so bad. So bad, dude. Ooh, that stuff back in there. We have, this is the second most expensive game I own on the Wii. It's Radiant Dawn. It's the same as Path of Radiance. Very rare. Not a lot of people bought it when it was popular. And then since Fire Emblem Awakening came out, got a lot of fans back.
AAA wants to know if you have Mario Galaxy.
I do! Look at that. That's why I love doing this stuff live. Where did I put Mario Galaxy?
Your fingers on it.
That's strange. Oh, there's Galaxy. Yep. I got the red version, though. Like the weird Nintendo Select version. But I do have Mario Galaxy, absolutely. We have... This one actually got quite rare, too. Budokai... Dragon Ball Z! Budokai Tenkaichi 3! Whenever you press on it, Goku just screams at you. There we go. And, oh, this is a big one. A sealed copy of Xenoblade Chronicles. This one actually goes for a pretty penny as well. But not as much anymore, because I think the remake brought it down. So, oh man, wait. I got two more, for sure. So the Metroid Prime Trilogy, obviously I might like this a bit, since Metroid Prime 1 and 2 are some of my favorite games of all time. Yeah, I don't know, maybe. Something like that. It's funny how much I bash Nintendo, and like all their games are my favorites. And Call of Duty 4 on the Wii. You want to play a real shitty version of one of the best shooters ever made? That's the one you do. It's not as bad as it could have been, but oh my god, it could have been so much better. So now we're rolling right on over to the Wii stuff. Or Wii U stuff, I mean. So here's the gamepad. Here's the Wii U, apparently. A lot of people didn't know it was just an actual new console. So, we'll go to the Switch stuff first. This is the Fire Emblem Three Houses Special Edition Steelbook. Yeah, we might be getting into the darker zone, so I have to hold it up a little bit. The darker zone. The Twilight Zone. This is actually kind of cool. Hotline Miami on the Switch. Reversible cover. Really cool. Really, really good at duology, I guess you can call it, too. Really good games, really good music. There's the second one on the back.
Cool.
Nothing too crazy on the Switch, though. I mean, besides Fire Emblem, it's the only special one I got. This one, man. Oh, who bought this on release? How do you feel about yourself now? I want to know how people are feeling about themselves after playing that shit.
How do you feel about yourself?
Oh, I am a lesser man after playing this, dude. That is a game. That one takes me out of it a little bit. We have the Bayonetta 1 and 2 pack. Kind of up there in price now. Really good. Bayonetta 1 and Bayonetta 2.
Jeez. That girl's got ass.
She's got something. And that's really it for the Wii U stuff. Not a lot of crazy rare stuff in there. Some really good memories with Nintendo Land. That's why I have two of them. It's probably the most excitement I've had on a Smash. Smash for Wii U. The Darker Zone. Wait, where's that one? So, actually, my sister gave me this one. Apparently, it's actually, like, one of the more rare ones because no one bought it. It's not worth anything. It's just kind of, like, not seen around, so it's kind of cool.
AAA, it's okay. Do you have Crash Bandicoot?
The only Crash Bandicoot I have, and we were getting to that, actually, is... Where is it? Right here. I never grew up with it. But I got the Insane Trilogy. That's a really good game. We might as well move on to the PS4 game since we're here. So PS4 had some of the best games.
You might have to just hold them up.
That's alright, I will.
It's dark.
This is my least favorite game on the PS4 ever made. This is horrible. It is a special case. So different people got different stuff on the Steelbook. So I got Squall and Sephiroth and the Warrior of Light.
Oh, only the important person in the world.
Hey. And then the back has Vaughn, I don't know who that is, and Exdeath, I think, from FF5. Yeah, she might like Sephiroth a little bit, I don't know. But yeah, there's 3 different covers, so you can get whichever one. I fucking hate this game. This game is fucking garbage. This
Why?
is fucking... So... I don't know, my PSP's somewhere else. So I got the original on the PSP and the sequel on the PSP. They're such good games, excellent games. A whole story mode, multiplayer, tons of characters, tons of fun. This game has shittier combat, no story basically, and it's only made for online play. It is so... I don't have online on PlayStation. It is fucking bad. It's horrible. But Persona 5, bro. That's the shit right there. That's a better time. That's a way better time. Yeah, the music, and, like, look, I love the styling of the case, man. Like, that is so cool. And you got the cat head fucking just hanging out. You got all the people in the back as well.
That's cool.
That game oozes style. That's a really good game. I'm sure you guys have heard it before. You don't have to hear me say it. We also have, this is another Steelbook, Valkyria Chronicles Remastered. A cool little game about an alternate reality World War II. So, here, sorry, I'll hold it up. Very interesting. More of them on the back here. I guess it completes the art if you do this. Same with Persona. Very cool. A nice little, what would you call this game? Like a strategy, real-time game, a little bit like XCOM. It plays like XCOM, if you are into those games. Anything else notable on the PS4? Well, I would start a whole flame war about this game, but we have Last of Us 2. What a fucking turd. I don't know what else to call it. Man, that was I streamed this whole game. You can watch my whole Let's Play. You want more info? You want more info about how I feel about it? I got 20 hours on YouTube, dude.
Throw it out the window.
Just fucking off the balcony, dude. Alright, is there anything? Oh, this is kind of cool. So this is a reversible cover, The Messenger. From, I think it's Special Reserve Games. This is kind of cool. Cool little addition.
Damon's asking if you're playing zombies tonight.
Oh, good question. Good question. Now, I might want to, I might want to start with multiplayer tonight, but zombies is definitely on the menu. And I do mean that as the punny way, because I'm on the menu if we play zombies. Let's see. There might not be a whole lot more on the PS4 specifically. I'm just taking a look. Oh, I got a great story for this game here.
Thank you, Bladder. Not.
Final Fantasy 15. So, first of all, let's talk about 2 games at the same time. Let's talk about Phantom Pain and Final Fantasy 15. Both of these games, some of the best openings of their entire franchises. Some of these games, some of the best music of both their franchises. Some of the best, most ambitious shit you'll ever see, at least for 2015-16 games, right? Both of them, about 60 to 75% through the game, fell apart completely and had nothing to offer. And they were some of the worst endings of any games you'll ever play. Both of them are very similar in that regard. Both of them are open world for the first time. Both of them have some edgy looks to them. And man, specifically for FF15, I got all the way through the game. Actually, this is the only game I have a platinum on PlayStation. I was so into this game, even though I hated the ending of it. However, when I upgraded my hard drive from 500 gigs to a terabyte, I got all of my save files with me, except for Final Fantasy 15. So I platinumed the game, and I was ready for the DLC, and then my save file got deleted, and I never played the DLC. So, sad. Both games. So, honestly, if you just play the first half of both these games, you'll have an excellent time. But don't even, just pretend the ending happened. Just make your own ending up. It is so bad.
Any Resident Evil?
Oh, Resident Evil. I got some Resident Evil for you. Let's get this out of the way.
Bladder, small pee-pee.
So,
Small pee-pee vibes.
so we got RE4 on the Xbox here. Yeah, someone's got a small pee-pee, that's for sure. So this is nothing too special here. But that's a really good version of it, because you get these 60 frames. It's the big buzzword right now. And we got... Let's play the drums, finding it. Right here. RE5, man. This is probably the Resident Evil I played the most. I have so many hours in this. I have 1,000 gamer score, I think, on it. All the DLC shit, all of the stuff. I love this game so much. Definitely a departure. Definitely a little bit different, but I can't hate Resident Evil 5. And this is the original copy I played on. It's all beat up. I used to play this game all the time. And here's a fun one. We'll get Destruction's opinion on it. Resident Evil 6, otherwise known as a giraffe getting his dick sucked.
Don't teach them that.
It's fun. Everyone knows what that is. Look at this. See the guy?
Don't look at it. It's a 6.
And there's the foot. There's the giraffe head. There's his dick. He's getting his dick sucked. Resident Evil 6. There you go. Oh, and real quick. Soul Calibur 5. If you know, you know. All right.
Destruction says
Yeah?
Cold War only has 2 more multiplayer maps from the beta.
Ooh, that's not good. That's not good. Oh, I'm sure I'll find out the disappointment soon. But not until midnight, which is
Kind of
still
soon, yeah.
50 minutes away, so we're hanging out for a little bit, guys. Let's have some scotch together. Unless you can't drink it, then don't. I'm not endorsing underage drinking.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
Oh, that's rich. What coasters, guys?
No.
Coasters. What? You don't get any. You're driving tonight. Nice. Beautiful.
Okay, fine.
Beautiful coasters.
You right.
Beautiful coasters. All right. We have my original copy of RE4. The one that started my love for the series. Resident Evil, the remaster, the one everyone loves. This is a really good game as well. One Up Games. If you're in the GTA of Southern Ontario, please check them out. They're great. And the worst one on GameCube, Resident Evil 0. I haven't even beaten this one yet. This one's a rough one. But that is a good majority of the Resident Evils I have. To answer your question there, buddy. Alrighty. So that's the PS4 stuff. Now this. Oh. Champions of Norath and Champions Return to Arms, man. These are some of the best Diablo-like games you'll ever play. Me and Ekaface actually almost finished this game here. We just haven't gotten around to finishing it yet, but also kind of rare. These games are not easily found. Wow, crazy backs to them. They're based off of, I think, D&D. And they're really good. I don't know what else to say. You gotta look it up. It's so cool to see that. We have Demon Souls, for all you guys who say it's only on PS5. No, I don't say that, but really, really good game. My favorite of all the Souls games, which makes me so sad that it's only a PS5 exclusive. I wish Miles Morales came out as a PS5 exclusive, and this was the PS4 and PS5 game, but, you know, shit happens. Here's an underrated gem. You guys have to try Chronicles of Riddick: Assault on Dark Athena. This is actually a really good game featuring Vin Diesel from what was his movie franchise called? I don't remember now, but it's from a Pitch Black. And it's based off of that movie it's really dusty too, from like 2003 or something. And the best part about it, I don't know if it says it on the case, includes the remastered Escape from Butcher Bay. So this is the second game. It includes the first game inside the same disc, remastered, and they're both excellent. It's I don't know how it's so good. It's a random fucking Vin Diesel movie. Like I don't get it. It's really good though. Let's see here. We got lots of PS3 stuff. This is a really cool pack if you ever get your hands on it. This is every God of War game, at least until God of War 4. So this includes God of War 1, 2, and 3, and the 2 PSP games. So if you're ever looking to get into Kratos' past, if you have a PS3, you can get all of them in one game, and this isn't even that much. This is pretty cheap, honestly. So highly recommend that.
Damon, are you okay?
Is Damon doing okay there?
He says, I'm so mad.
Oh no, Damon. What's up, man? We have the kunai, I think it's called, right?
Yeah.
Kunai, yeah. I got this for, I think it was either my birthday or Christmas. I think it was my birthday, though.
It's your birthday.
Yeah. You're supposed to put it, like, in your finger, I guess, and, like, spin it. I don't know.
Oh, fake fan.
I'm not even a fan, yo. I don't even consider myself an Naruto fan. So, very good. Very cool. Very unique. Let's see here. Is there anything crazy on the PS3? Not a whole lot of crazy stuff. However, the standouts are absolutely Uncharted 3 Steelbook. Here, I'll bring that up in the light here. My favorite, second favorite Uncharted 3. I actually like the Uncharted games in order. I like 4 the most, 3 the second most, 2 the... I don't know, if I talk about that too much, I'm going to stumble over my own words. But yes, I think they only got better with time. We have the Tales of Exilia Limited Edition. I still haven't even really played this game, but it's very good condition, this box. So, picked it up. Very, very cool game from the hour I've played of it. And, of course, the Final Fantasy X and X-2 HD Remaster. I'm on the last boss of this game, and I am so fucking stuck. It is so hard. At the back there, you got a really cool inside book here with the art. It's codes and stuff, but they're already been used up, and then some cool game art and stuff inside. So it's really cool because they use this book as also the thing that holds the game, so it kind of comes all in one. So yeah, I mean, this thing's out for everything. This thing's out on Switch, like the remaster. It's out on the PS3, PS4, PS Vita, like everything. If you have a console, you can get that game. It is a little old though. It'll definitely feel a little old when you're playing it. So let's get into the records here. This is kind of cool. So here's my alcohol, because, you know, I'm a streamer. And actually, why don't we talk about this really quick? I can get there's like a cord around it that kind of like pulls on it. This is the Halo 3 Xbox 360. What's up? What God of War? Oh, I forgot about God of War Ascension, dude. You know what's really funny? I lent my steelbook of God of War Ascension to one of my best friends up the mountain, and I keep forgetting I own it. I actually did beat Ascension. I actually really liked Ascension. I thought Ascension was better than a lot of people said. I just forgot I have it.
Just to clarify, we don't live on a mountain. That's just something we say.
Yes, that's a Canadian thing. Yeah, there's like an escarpment, they call it. It's just like a fucking big cliff thing, and you can live up on top of it, you can live below it, you can be a peasant below it, or you can be a royalty on top of it. So let's see here. The records are really cool. So here we go. This is a really interesting one. This is a signed copy of the Phases album by Dear Rouge. We saw them live, and they have really good music. I highly recommend them. They're great. See the art in them inside there is very cool. Highly recommend it. Honestly, listen to like the first 3 songs, and you'll be good to go. If you like the first 3 songs, you're gonna like everything they've ever made, at least from this Phases album here. So I'm gonna kind of move back here.
Damon's asking if you have any comics, and Leo's asking if you have some mangas. Mangas?
Mangas. I don't have any comics, but I do have some manga. I think they're under here.
Under the bed storage.
Ooh, there's like other stuff on it.
It's super heavy.
Oh, the laptop's screwing it up. 1 second. Luckily, we can just get an aerial shot of it, because all of it... Oh, wow. That's like stuck... Oh, because these things, man. Oh, my God. So, Archie Comics, does that count? And let's get those out of the way. So here's a lot of my book stuff. If you guys are interested. Oh, that's a weird freaking thing. There we go.
Oh, this is so neatly put together.
Yeah, I wonder who did it. Definitely not me. And you can see I got some film books, Inception script. We got the guy who made Scott Pilgrim. This is actually a sequel book, ironically called Second. We got Lord of the Rings. We got some Game of Thrones. I'll never be able to finish that collection. We got the Ocarina of Time. Oh, I forgot. It's this way. Manga. Very good. I actually haven't finished it. I used like toilet paper to fucking bookmark it.
Hold on. We have some
Yeah.
interest in Bleach.
Oh, yeah. Death Note's my favorite. I have the whole Death Note series. Manga.
Oh, wait, hold on. What's the better one? This one? Ooh.
That's the Blu-ray, yeah.
Oh, what the heck? Why is it in here?
I don't know. You're the one that did it, weren't you?
My bad.
Mm-hmm. If you guys haven't read or watched Death Note, please. It is excellent. I know a lot of you have, though. It's pretty popular. Yeah, so there's the manga stuff. You're a fan of all that. I do not have any comics, though. Not a comic guy, unfortunately. I never really grew up with them. I don't hate them. I just never had any. We have... Now, this is an album, man. Damn by Kendrick Lamar. Excellent album, man. And it's one of those 2 vinyls, too. Up in here.
What?
Damn, this is what you're going to say after you listen to it. That's a good album.
It's 2020 and you listen to vinyls?
Yeah, bro. Look at how hipster I am. We got... This is really cool. The Blade Runner album on vinyl. This is my second favorite movie of all time. It's technically Blade Runner 2049. It's a sequel. What are they?
Destruction is coming in hot today with all of his comments.
I bet, because the thing is that I can't read them, so he's probably like trash talking me the whole time.
No, not at all.
No?
He says, Death Note was Green Goblin on Netflix, right?
Oh, not that shit. No, I actually gotta clarify. Do not watch Netflix, or the Netflix Death Note, man. That's some of the worst shit you'll ever fucking watch. That is literally one of the worst movies I've ever seen. We have Odessa, A Moment Apart. The first and second songs were featured in Forza Horizon 4. And so that's how I got into this album. It's very, very, very good album.
Good album, yeah.
Very like trance, like EDM, but slower. Very good. Very cool. I probably only have one more cool vinyl here. Yes, I do. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World vinyl. Because the music in this movie is actually really good. And the vinyl of it is red. That's so cool.
That's awesome.
That is such a cool vinyl. Okay. We have a bunch of music CDs, but I assume you guys are not going to want to look at music CDs. I don't know if I have anything that's even that good.
Did you talk about this?
Which one?
That machine right there?
Oh yeah, I did a bit, and then you laughed.
Oh, sorry.
This is... It's just the Halo 3 Xbox 360. The hard drive comes in the same color as his visor, and a lot of the same colors were chosen. Very cool. I love the black accents on here for the stuff here. Very cool. What's up?
AAA would like to know if you are into Marvel or DC. And Destruction said he's into anime.
Anime! This is funny. When I was a kid, I never really got into either of them. I guess I did get into Batman and Spider-Man quite a bit, but I think everyone did. Like, I think that's a pretty universal thing. Because I never really messed with the comics. Like, I did get into the MCU when it got big. I can't remember when I really got on board. I think it was when the first Avengers came out, and I found out that it actually linked up with a bunch of other movies. I was like, yo, that's sick, and I kind of followed it. And Batman's been good since I watched Batman Begins, Christopher Nolan's Batman Begins, and they got some good stuff for Batman. Like, the Arkham trilogy is excellent. Dark Knight Returns is a 2-part, like, animated movie. It is so good. If you play Infamous 1 or 2, excellent fighting game. All the good stuff for DC is in there. So Marvel definitely wins for overall popularity, but DC has some way better games. I think DC has the better games for sure. Except for, of course, Spider-Man, if you count that. That's more the team behind Ratchet and Clank, but hey, it still counts as Spider-Man. So yeah, most of the CDs are kind of boring here. Ooh, we'll get into some good 3DS stuff in here. Man. One of the last games to ever come out on the 3DS is Samus Returns. And this is the special edition, so the back just looks like that. I love that. That is so cool. And then, for special editions at least, another really good special edition, if I can find it on here. I think it's away from the rest of them. That's alright.
Do you like Jurassic Park?
I haven't really watched too many of them. I just never really grew up with it, but I did like Jurassic World. It was alright. I haven't really messed with it too much. I think my favorite part about Jurassic Park is the Sega Genesis game. I used to play that all the time. and that was a weird game. You could choose to be either a dinosaur or an explorer dude, and it was like kind of scary because like the T-Rex picture on the front was like fucking really detailed. I don't know. I'm a weird kid. I used to do weird shit. We got
Hi, bands.
so this thing is like over $100 now, heart gold in the box with the little Poke Walker thing. I don't know what it's like a little step counter. You can train your Pokemon with it. Although I'm worried because I put a Wobbuffet in here like 5 years ago, and the battery's dead. So is Wobbuffet dead? That's kind of sad.
Davin's back. I think this is what he came for.
He
This
never
one-
quite sleeps, that Davin. Let's see, I want to find that one. Oh, here we go. Speaking of Davins here, dude. Whew, what a stinker, dude. What an absolute fucking piece of shit game. This is a fucking piece of garbage game. So the year was 2015 or 16. And we haven't seen a Metroid game since Other M, which is another fucking whole story. And so they're like, we have good news for Metroid fans. And here it is. And it's a game that isn't a Metroid game, but skinned on Metroid stuff. So I own it. I never really played it. Just to have it. Kind of a weird, sad fate. Let's see. Oh, here it is. Here's the one I wanted.
Metroid Suckeration Source is what Davin said.
Oh, bro. And so this is also another special edition. It's Fire Emblem Fates, the special edition. And the game came out as 2 games. But the special edition has Fire Emblem Fates Birthright and Fire Emblem Fates Conquest on it at the same time. And it came with a download code for the 3rd one, too. So it's kind of cool. It's a rare version that has both. And the cartridge on the inside actually has just Fire Emblem Fates on it. Without the subtitle of either of them there. For DS, man, we got some cool stuff. So I know someone was talking about Resident Evil before. Resident Evil Deadly Silence.
We have Mr. Ruse in chat.
Mr. Ruse, how's it going, man? It's been a little while there, man. So we got the Resident Evil Deadly Silence. This is a really good way to revisit the first game. Apparently speedrunners use this, so that's kind of cool. For those you don't know, I have Pokemon Black, and I've got Pearl, and I can't find the rest of them. They all kind of got split up here. Diamond is here. Heart Gold, like you saw before. Games you've already seen before, just kind of brazing through them. So here's really a really cool collection. This is my PS Vita stuff. So we have Trails of Cold Steel. It's actually a special edition Vita game. And what was really cool about it is if you open it up, so it's got, I actually haven't played it yet. I don't know who that is, but they're probably cool people. I don't know. It's got a book. I think it has art in it. It actually has a spot to put the games in here. And there's enough room to put 2 games in it because there's a sequel. So you can actually get the sequel to it and put it in this little whole thing. It's kind of cool. We got this one I can barely pronounce. This is really funny. I got it at EB Games because it came with a fucking body pillow.
What?
I haven't actually, yeah, you put it, I don't think it comes with the actual pillow, it just comes with the case. I thought it was so funny. It's still in here.
Thank you for the follow.
Thanks for the follow. I don't know, I can't see chat right now, but thank you so much. Here, we'll take a shot for him, or we'll take a drink. We'll have a drink. Thank you for the follow.
Apparently a full glass of scotch.
Mm-hmm.
Where is it supposed to be anyway? Like...
Much lower. I put a lot in because I didn't want to have to keep pouring it.
Okay.
So yeah, Utawa Remono. Utawa Remono. I don't know. I thought it was funny. And it's actually kind of good. It plays a little bit like strategy game. We got... What is down here? I can barely see it. Oh, man.
Okay, see you later, AAA.
Hey, take it easy, AAA. Have a good night, man.
He'll be right back.
Oh, okay. I'll see you in a bit, man. We got Crisis Core, the best PSP game. If you have any love for Final Fantasy VII at all, you have to play this game. There's so much shit in this game that, like, connects to the game. Look, I love how the case is, like, he's got the Cloud Sword, right? But his face is cut. Even on his own game, he's, like, unknown. Like, it's... I don't know. I love it. It's fucking sweet. Highly recommend it. We also got... this is the other one I want. The other two I want to talk about here. Uh-oh. That's fine. So, Final Fantasy IV, the complete collection. It comes with a DLC that kind of sucks. But this is the best looking version of Final Fantasy IV. And Final Fantasy IV is my favorite of all the Final Fantasies. Obviously, they didn't stop with Final. Very, very good. if you have a PSP and you have any interest in Final Fantasy, like I said, Crisis Core, this game, and get a Dissidia game. Not the shitty, stupid PS4 one. Get this. Oh, this is such a good game. Look at that case. It's a fighting game with all different Final Fantasy characters, good and bad. Man, that is like, for a game on the PSP, why is this so much better than the PS4 version? So, we got that. And the last cubby hole is just kind of little collector's stuff here. There's not really a rhyme or reason for them. Let's see here.
Dark Web's favorite handheld device is the PSP.
Good choice. Excellent choice. Mine is the GBA, speaking of. We got the classic NES series Metroid box. It's a little scuffed up with the sticker there, but that's okay. We have... This is actually really dumb. I don't even have this game anymore, but it was a box for GBA. Spy Hunter and Super Sprint, apparently. We have, the box copy of Final Fantasy V Advanced. The art was always so good for Final Fantasy. Back in the day, I had a choice to get either this game or Sacred Stones on the GBA, the one that you see right up there. And I remember I was at a school playground in grade 4. And I was talking to a guy named Steven with a PH back before I knew that was a thing. And he's like, dude, you gotta play Fire Emblem, it's so good. And I was like, okay. And I was like on the swing, like thinking about it. So I went to the store and I saw either that game or Final Fantasy V. So this was literally what the fucking store looked like, next back to back. And I was like, do I get the 5th game of something I really love? Or do I get something new? And so I went with this. And fuck, I love Fire Emblem now. So it's just a pivotal moment in like a gaming kind of sense. So very cool. I did eventually get this game though. And I really loved it as well. But I really love that one more. So it's very interesting.
Have a good night, Leo.
Hey Leo, take it easy, buddy. We got... Man, what else we got in here? Oh, this one's really funny. So this is Final Fantasy Tactics for the GBA, the box. So back when I was a kid, there was a game store downtown where I live. And so I went in and I saw Final Fantasy Tactics. And I was talking to my mom at the time, and I was very young. And I said, oh, please, can I get that game? Please, can I get that game? And so she said, no, it's okay. It'll be here when we come back. And so I pestered her for a week, and we came back. It was gone. So I told this sad story to Ekiface here. And so she, for a birthday, I believe, went and found the box for it. So this is because of the camera woman. We got this one here. This one.
Just to clarify, I didn't just find the box. There was a game inside.
There was a game inside, obviously. Like what? Let's see, and...
Eddie just got his PS5.
Yo, congrats, bro. That's awesome, man. That is so good.
And also, do you have your double experience Mountain Dew and Doritos?
I'll put that in later on, don't worry.
Okay.
We got that Dorito and Mountain Dew, dude. You guys remember the Game Boy Advance video? You could watch movies or TV shows like this one on your Game Boy Advance. It was really weird. And back a few months ago when we had a power outage at the apartment, the only thing I had charged up was my Game Boy. So we actually watched Beach Blankout, Blastoise, and Go West Young Meowth. And that Go West Young Meowth was actually a really good episode. He turns into like a movie star for a bit.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah, that was a weird. That was actually like surprisingly good. So yeah, there used to be videos on the Game Boy Advance there. So that is basically my game shelf. I know, yo, David's skating over giving me a message right now, dude. He's got crazy arms too.
Oh, okay. Reflection again. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you gotta watch out. You don't want to be on this room tour stream.
I do not want to be seen.
Oh, I'll put that back in after. So yeah, I got a mini fridge, I guess. If you didn't already notice that the whole time. A couple extra things on the side, like a guitar and all that. So, fun times. And let's bring you over to the retro stations. This is really cool. So, if I can squeeze into this little area in here. So this is my retro station, the stuff that doesn't work very well for widescreens. So we've got Metroid going on in here because I thought it would be cute to have something running on this old CRT. So this is where I run all my PS2 games, and this is a modded PS2 as well. I got a hard drive in the back here, and this memory card specifically is what hacks it. You just turn it on with the memory card in the first port, and it runs a bunch of cool software in it. So let's get that in there. Bam. Of course, the NES. I recently got this one. This is what's playing Metroid right now.
So, Devin's very excited about this, and Destruction said, I love knockoff Alien.
Bro, I don't have anything to say to that, but I appreciate you guys. It is based off of Alien, though. So for anyone who actually doesn't know, the Metroid original kind of vision for it was to base it off of Alien, which is really cool because a lot of games did that. Dead Space actually later on did that as well, and there's one I'm forgetting. Event Horizon is also a big inspiration for some of these. The first Metroid game, you're a woman, so it's sort of like how Ripley was a woman, and it was this big thing in Alien. And you fight a pterodactyl named Ridley. The director was Ridley Scott for Alien, and the main character's name was Ripley. So R.I. something Lee is very prominent here. And you're in the first game, you're hunting down. I can't remember what it is, but the first game is very similar to the first movie. And the second game is very similar to the second movie, and it just kind of goes up to the first four. So it's very cool, very interesting lore there for anyone who doesn't know. We got the apparently rarest N64 variant, the Watermelon Funtastic.
Davin would like to know if you have a zapper for your NES, I guess?
I do not. I do not have a zapper, unfortunately. I have the zapper for the Wii, though. I have two of those stupid things. So this is the N64. Apparently I put a Bowser, Diddy Kong, and Donkey Kong sticker on it. I've never owned Donkey Kong 64, though. So this is what a lot of my childhood games came on. This is the second console I ever owned. What's up?
Davin's just being generous. He says, "You do now, boy."
He just got me Zapper right now? Live on stream? This guy's a madman. Thank you so much, Davin.
Yeah,
Holy
Damon,
shit. Yeah, thank you.
Damon, come visit us, yes.
Dude, let me tell you a little something about the Brawler controller, man. This is a third-party controller by, it's called the Brawler 64. I think it's called, I don't know who makes this, but I can't probably, Retro Fighters. RetroFighters.com. You get this controller. It is the best N64 controller you'll ever use. And if you want, it matches the different N64s you might own. So, it's just all the buttons, man. All the buttons. And the most important thing with an N64, the stick feels just like and acts just like a stick on the N64. Highly recommend it if you ever want to go N64. So I want to get into the really fun stuff here.
Yeah.
What?
Steph just noticed the posters.
Oh, the posters are great.
Yeah, actually, a little plug. But our friend Gustavo made these for Fishy. So you can follow him on Instagram. I'll drop that link later on.
It'll be a thing on Discord, I guess. We'll put it on there. Oh yeah, he's a really cool friend. He actually makes a lot of cool music, and Davin streams and he uses his music, so he's integrated within both of us here.
Yes.
He's a very cool guy. So we got my first game I ever beat. First game I ever got to the end of the game. This is actually my cousin's copy of the game, and I borrowed it from him when a girl across the street, I must have been 4 or 5 years old, had this game and showed it to me. I was like, wow, that's awesome. So I, of course, borrowed it from my cousin. I was like, do you have this game? I need it. And I borrowed it for like 6 years, and then he wanted it back. And then about 2 or 3 years after that, I went back to his house. I was like, can I have it back? And he's like, all right, man. And so I just have it still. So Ocarina of Time on the N64. First game I ever beat. Excellent game. As soon as I beat this, and I turned 6, I got this for my 6th birthday, the sequel, and I ripped this whole game too. Both excellent games. What's up?
Do you think he'd watch your stream and then ask for it back?
No, he wouldn't. He's not that kind of guy. He's got like a kid, have family and stuff. He's not as
Oh, Steph's asking the same thing.
Yeah, no, he's good. He's fine. We got so Smash 64 is the first one I played. It was really fun because I used to play this with my sister a lot. And you see how Samus is on it? Captain Falcon was in this game, and Samus. And I used to think Samus was just like a guy in armor. And that Captain Falcon was Samus without his armor. So I was like, oh, dude. Oh, I'm without my armor. I'm fast now. And then like, oh, I'm going to put my armor on. And I was like, Samus. It was a lot of weird shit you do when you're a kid. This is really cool. Resident Evil 2 on the N64. It has both discs and all of the FMVs and all the music in it.
Where did you get this from? Why is it in French?
Is it in French?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got that at a con, I think. It might have been... What con was that? It might have been Anime North, I think. I can't remember. It could have been Con Bravo. Doesn't matter because we're all in quarantine, so we don't get cons anymore.
Destruction thought Samus was female Mega Man as a kid.
We all have our little weird quirks, man. Like, it happens, dude. It happens. It's so weird.
Also, he says it's National Leave Girlfriend on Read time again.
Yeah.
Don't remind me. It's true. true.
It is true. WWF Attitude, man. The only wrestling game I've ever owned, and the only one I ever will need to own. It's so good.
Attitude.
So what I used to do, because I didn't know any of the fighters except for Stone Cold, so I'd play the game, and I would choose Stone Cold, but then I would also choose Stone Cold for the enemy.
What was your first Metroid game and what year?
Good question. My first Metroid game ever was Metroid Prime 1. I got the GameCube. It was the first console I ever got brand new, and I owned for myself. I think it was for my 7th or 8th birthday, something like that, around there.
That's an
In
awesome
2003,
gift.
I think. And so I got the GameCube that came with Metroid Prime. And at first I didn't have a memory card, and I didn't like first-person shooters, so I just kind of begrudgingly played it. I had that and Crash Bandicoot Wrath of Cortex, which, looking at it back now, is kind of not the best one. But I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun with it. And so on the GameCube, all I had was Metroid Prime and Crash, and so I didn't have a memory card. So I would play the intro of Metroid Prime over and over and over again until eventually I started liking FPS games, and then I started liking Metroid, and then I put a memory card in there, and I was like, whoa, there's so much cool shit. And that was my love for FPSs, my love for atmospheric games, my love for that kind of techno music, and my love for Metroid all at once, and my love for GameCube, and it was like this huge fucking like moment of my life, and it was really cool.
So you played Samus when you didn't know who she was, like Destruction did?
Yes, I didn't know anything. I thought Samus was Captain Falcon with his armor on.
Cool.
Because I was like, who's Captain Falcon? Obviously, the space dude's got to have the space armor dude, too. So I thought Samus was just some random, like, just person in a suit. That was before Halo even back then, too, so it wasn't Master Chief or anything. Sorry, to go on the story here at the end here. So I chose Stone Cold for both Player 1 and Player 2. And when the match would start, they have their intro thing. Like after they got into the ring. So Stone Cold had this like look, and he'd be like, you piss me off. And then it would stop. Go to the other guy. You piss me off. Ding ding, and you'd fight, and it was so stupid. I had so much fun with that. We got some good stuff in here. We have Shadows of the Empire, Turok. We got let's see here. Lego Racers, Hot Wheels. The first game I ever owned on the N64 was Hot Wheels Turbocharge or Turbo Racing. So this is like one of the first games I ever owned ever. I'll go through the collection here. Pokemon Stadium. I think someone wrote their name in here. Yeah, look at that. This game pack belongs to Weller. Weller. So whoever Weller is, man, if you're watching the stream right now, dude. We got this is actually a really underrated game. Both of these are. So Armor Marines and Battlezone Black Dogs, Rise of the Black Dogs. Very, very good games. They're black cartridges. It's really cool. So this was an FPS that was really hard and scary and had aliens in it. And this was an FPS where you got to actually command your troops and fight at the same time. Very underrated games. I love these things. Excellent. And what was at the end here?
Everyone's very excited for Cold War.
I can tell.
Minutes.
What do we got? 20 minutes? All right. Strap in, boys. Put your strap-ons on and strap in.
Oh.
We have the first Grand Theft Auto game.
What?
Yeah, the people who made this, it says Midway. There's another company. It's called like DCA or something they were called. And later on, they were changed to Rockstar, and they bought the Grand Theft Auto rights and made GTA 3. So this is the first open world game they ever made, and it's really, really good. And I played it with another friend of mine on his channel. And Star Fox 64. Me and Destruction, man, we ripped that whole game until the very end with his like Mad Catz off-brand controller. It was a lot of fun one day.
Oh, Dark Web says that he can't play as much anymore because he's on his PS4 Pro now, and he spilt water all over the other one.
Oh no! You can still play Cold War though, right? Because it's crossplay. It's just not the Xbox stuff, then I guess, right? Or is it just done? Like, that would suck, man. That would be really horrible, man. I want to be able to play with all my friends. Let's get that back in there. All right, so we've actually been through most of my room, but we haven't been through the genesis of my gaming career ever. I just gotta find it. Now, do you know where the Sega Genesis is? In the white box? It's under the bed.
Under the bed.
Whereabouts do you think?
It's right beside this.
Oh, great. Let's get it out, man. That is the OG.
Ooh, travel stuff.
Travel stuff. Can't do that anymore. Alright, get that up on the bed. I want to really talk about this stuff.
Wait, it's really heavy.
Oh, I can do that. 1 second. I'm just going to move some stuff over so we have some room.
Oh, it's
some
kind of
room.
dusty.
I have any more room. There we go. Alright, so for all of you old guys out there, that's real dusty too. This is my beginning of love for video games. This is the first console I ever played, first video game. I didn't even know what video games were when this first came into my before I saw it, before I had it. So this is the Sega Genesis, the first console I ever played on. It is technically the Model 2.
Devin's excited.
This is, without this fucking piece of plastic, look, there's even something rattling inside of it. Without this piece of plastic with a broken reset button, I would not be here today on this stream. I would not be talking about video games. I probably wouldn't even be in the movies and video editing. So this shit, man, is so good. So the story of how I got it is it was a hand-me-down, I believe, from someone at my dad's work. And so he was just giving it away. He gave it away with, like, honestly, 70% of these games came with the console. It was crazy.
Eddie sold his Genesis,
Yeah.
sad face, and Davin says his mom hid his SNES because she got addicted to Mario, so Genesis is the first console he remembers.
Oh, nice. There you go. It came into a good memory there. Man, all you guys who had one of these or, like, ever had one, man.
Eddie would like to know how you met your girlfriend.
Oh, we're going to that story, eh? All right. Well, technically, I met her in grade 7. So, quick story about my life to get to grade 7. So in grade 4, I was in the same school up till grade 4, and then they wanted me to go into the gifted program, which is a program that you go into, I guess, if you're brilliant, smart, whatever. It doesn't matter when you get out of school anyways. So you go, then I went to grade 5 in gifted, and then they want me to change, so I had to change schools to go to grade 5 for gifted. And then they want me to change schools again in grade 6. And then because it was the end of grade 6, they wanted me to change schools again. So I was like, all right, I'm done with this, screw this, I'm going to normal school. So I went to grade 7. In normal school, a school that was nearby mine, and that's where I met her. But I didn't really like her because she was kind of into the, like...
Whoa!
She was a popular girl who didn't really care about anything, and I was just this, like, random, like, fat kid who, like...
Wow, I'm ending the stream. See you, bro. What the hell? Disrespect.
Alright, well, I'll do this stream without you. And then, so I went to grade 7 and 8 with her, and then I went to a different high school after grade 8, and then I think it was around the summer going into university. I was working at a grocery store, and so she came in when I had long curly hair, and she wanted to buy like soy milk or some weird bullshit, and she's like, "Hey, I remember you." And then she came again to the cashier, so I'm like, "This is kind of weird. She's coming twice, but okay, fine." And then we went to McMaster because we ended up having the exact same program in the exact same school at the exact same time. I met her on the dance floor because I saw her coming in. I was like, "Oh, it's Jessica again." I want to do something cool. And so I got low, and I started doing some low dancing on the dance floor. And she actually saw it, came over, and wanted to talk to me. So you can dance to girls' hearts.
There you go. That's
and then the rest is history.
Advice from Dr. Fishy himself.
That's Dr. Fishy giving you a long one.
Get low in the club, you
that
guys.
one's free. You can keep that one. No charge.
Eddie says it helps that you're good looking. And he's not... Eddie, don't say that about yourself.
What's going on with Eddie?
Eddie, you will find somebody very special. Just take your time.
Dude, Eddie, just by like talking to you on the internet for like a few days, like you're a great guy. Like you're just nice. That's honestly, as long as you're nice, you're kind and considerate, you understand, empathetic, like people, you understand people on that level, you're a nice guy, then I think you'll be fine. If the girl doesn't like because you're nice, doesn't like you because you're nice, then she's the wrong girl and you shouldn't worry about her anyways. That's
Facts.
bullshit.
Facts.
Mean people will have mean girlfriends, or mean guys will have mean girlfriends, whatever. But if you're actually like kind and like you want your own kind of like space and you're kind of quiet, there's a girl out there for you. Especially now when like honestly nerds are running the world, like shit's fucking all over the place. You don't have to be a football guy to get a girl. You don't have to be fucking a steel welder to get a girl. You can do whatever you want, man. There's always someone out there. And honestly, you shouldn't worry about finding someone, because as soon as you stop worrying about trying to find someone, they'll just come. They'll spawn in, dude.
Facts.
They'll spawn right in, dude. Let's talk about Chester Cheeto's Wild Wild Quest. Where is Chester Cheeto's Wild Wild Quest? We're going all the way back here.
5'5.5" is not a bad height.
What I'm holding in my hands. So I've shown you my first foray into FPSs. I've shown you my favorite FPS. I've shown you the first game I ever beat all the way through. This is the first game I ever played. This is literally the genesis of my gaming career. Is Chester Cheetah's Wild Wild Quest.
Cheetah.
This guy is literally a fucking Cheeto marketing bug.
Hi, Pizza.
what's up,
Welcome
Pizza?
to Fishy's room tour.
Now we're just at the end of it. You can see my room's all taken apart here. I'm gonna have to fix that all up later. But yeah, this is the first game I ever played on the first console I ever owned, and the first time I ever found out what video games were. And so my love for video gaming quickly took me to Sonic the Hedgehog, which is the first game I remember really enjoying. And I remember raging at it and like throwing my control at the ground and being pissed off. I was so mad because I kept dying. It was a hard game. It was a really hard game. So then I actually played it enough where they wanted to get me the sequel. My parents, that is. So I ended up getting, of course, Sonic 2, my favorite Sonic game of all time, and my favorite Genesis game of all time. Because I remember playing it and hating the water level. Chemical Plant Zone, dude. I used to die and drown and cry and scream and get so mad at it. It's from Roger's Video, if you know that. And what's really cool is one day I lost my copy of Sonic 2. And so I got my parents to go out and get me another copy of Sonic 2. And then I found it. So I have 2 Sonic 2s. So one has Sega on it, one has not for resale. I'm not sure if that even really means anything, but that's kind of cool.
Chat would like to know how tall the fishman himself.
Real easy. 6 foot. Right in the middle. Just
Nice.
6 foot, 0 inches. You got Sonic and Knucks, bro. I got this from Ecaface. She got this for me. And of
Gosh, I
course,
spent so much money on this guy.
Sonic 3 as well.
Gross.
Excellent game.
Don't spend money,
So,
guys. Don't
You
do
pop it on, and that's Sonic 3 and Knuckles, the full version of the game that Michael Jackson did music for. Really cool. And you can put the other Sonic games on there too, and you can get weird shit like playing as Knuckles in them. It's kind of awesome, actually. It's a really cool thing. Here's the first fighting game I ever played. Street Fighter 2 Special Champion Edition. So someone will have to tell me in chat if this was any good. Because this is the only fighting game I ever played, really.
Eddie wants to know if you got warranty for your Xbox.
Warranty? No. I didn't get anything for it.
Because they kept pressuring him.
No, I hate that. I hate the warranty shit. I always say no to that because if an Xbox were to break, you can still get warranty from Microsoft itself. So hopefully they didn't pressure you too hard, man. That kind of sucks. I hate that. I hate dealing with that kind of shit. Let's see if there's anything else crazy in here. Because we're about 10 minutes out, ladies and gentlemen. We're about 10 minutes out until we are playing some Cold War. Let's see here. Oh, Lion King. So actually, I owned Lion King as a kid. And I think it might have been stolen or taken at some point. So Ecaface got me another copy. So Lion King, here because of Ecaface. We gotta appreciate her for some of this stuff. We got the first shmup I ever played, Phelios. This is a fucking crazy game. You ride Pegasus and you fight things by shooting like sword beams at them. Really, really cool there.
Since we're at 10 minutes,
Yeah.
do you want to show them your handhelds?
Oh, dude, yes. Okay, so, yes, that's my Sega Genesis. And I forgot, I almost forgot because it was in its own like little case here. So I got a shit ton of handhelds. This will definitely take up the last 10 minutes. These are also 3 really good books as well. I forgot to get into them. So this is all of them, or I think there might be a few in here, right?
Why does Call of Duty Ghosts have a book?
That's what I was saying at the very, very beginning of the stream. Like, this shit should probably not have a strategy guide. I'm gonna have to bring this whole basket as well.
Yeah.
There we go. Alright, so let's go through them one at a time. So, Game Boy Color. I never really owned one when I was growing up. I had a Game Boy Light, share it with me and my sister. So this kind of came later on. The speaker's actually broken though, so I can't really use sound on it. I gotta plug in the headphone jack. Remember, Color has a headphone jack, iPhone 12 does not. That's a bash anyway. This is really cool. This is a custom PSP. So I had a PSP that was silver, and then I got a PSP that was more mint, that was black, and then both of those got stolen. So my sister's boyfriend actually gave me his, and I had extra buttons lying around. So I installed the extra buttons into his PSP, including the back battery. This is my custom build of the PSP. I love this thing. This is a great console. We have...
Pizza Party is excited about the PSP.
Oh, man, everyone loves a PSP, dude. We got the Ocarina of Time 2DS. My favorite of all the 2DSs. Look at that brown. That's such a nice brown.
Dark Web would like to buy your PSP.
Yeah? That's awesome. Maybe I should get a modding service and just mod the buttons for PSPs. That'd be really cool. So that's the 2DS here. So now we get into the really fun stuff. So here, I'm going to talk about this because it's very related to this. This is the first brand new gaming device I ever owned. So the first brand new console I ever owned was the GameCube. First brand new gaming device I ever owned was this GBA. And it came with a copy of Donkey Kong Country. That's actually how I got good at it and while we had that stream. This is such a classic little thing. I got this so long ago. Shit's like taped. There's like giant gashes in the screen. It's real rough.
Eddie says, you're definitely an ultimate gamer.
Oh, thank you, Eddie. I appreciate that. I try. If I'm not an ultimate gamer, I don't know what else I am. So I at least have that. This is my favorite version of my favorite handheld. The Game Boy Advance SP AGS 101. I don't know, you probably get that on the camera, but it's an AGS 101. So that means the screen goes from bright to really bright.
Ooh, yeah, I can't even see it.
It's so bright it like blows up the camera. I love this thing. This is the perfect form factor. Everything about this is perfect, but there's no headphone jack. Why is there no if it had a headphone jack, it literally would be the perfect Game Boy Advance.
That's a good question, actually. How many consoles do you have?
I have a whole lot. So we got one Xbox, two Xbox, three Xbox, the PS4 in the back that's broken, so that's four. We got the Genesis 5, N64 6, NES 7, PS2 8, the other PS2 9, Xbox 360 S 10, Fat Xbox 11, Xbox One X 12, Xbox Series X 13, PS4 Slim 14, Switch 15, Dreamcast 16, GameCube 17, Wii U 18, Wii 19, Wii Mini 20. I have a Wii Mini. I didn't show that, but that's not really worth showing. PS3 21. I don't know if you count handhelds, but 21 consoles.
Yeah, those count because they still play games.
I'm trying to think before I go to them if there's any extra.
And
21.
Dark Web also had the exact same Game Boy that you had that you just put down.
That's the best one, man. I love the SP 101.
And Damon counts handheld.
Okay, so that might be 21. Might be what I'm sitting at for consoles. Or do I feel like I'm missing one or two? No, that's probably all of them. So 21 consoles that I currently own right now. Then we got 22, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Welcome back, AAA.
So what, 31. So I have 31, 32. So I have over 30 in terms of consoles and stuff.
Yeah.
We also got the DSi XL. Very big boy. Best thing to play DS games on. Both the screens are actually IPS screens, which means they're the highest fidelity. It's just mine's a little rough. Mine's the bronze rough condition one.
Davin says that you own more consoles than him now. Congrats.
Oh, thank you. That's a big... Davin's a huge collector, so that's a big flex there. That's awesome, man. But he's still got a lot of cool stuff on his house. He's got a lot of VR stuff. That's really cool.
And we're officially 5 minutes away from Cold War.
Look at that timing, guys. We're almost like done everything I own. I said 2 hours exactly. We got some cool personal stories involved. We got a lot of cool people we had in chat. I haven't actually physically seen chat this whole time, so you gotta thank Ekaface for doing the camera work, for teaching me or to telling me what chat's doing. She's been doing a great job. She has to eat as well, so she's gonna eat after this.
Little gaming setup sneak peek. Oh, that's right, because pizza wasn't here on time.
Pizza. I literally showed my whole room. A lot of different angles.
Really quickly.
Okay.
Ta-da! Ta-da! Ooh, colors! Ooh! Okay.
This is the new 3DS XL. Nice little red edition. You might tell I can like red I like red consoles a little bit. So.
It's okay, David. I will eat after.
We got the DS, the original Fat Boy DS. There's a way to check what firmware you have or what hardware variation you have. I think there's 9, and this is the first one. So this is the first DS on the first hardware. Literally, like if you bought the DS on launch, it would come with this and that Metroid Prime Hunter's First Hunt demo game. Came with that. Now this is going to be really interesting. This is a DS Lite, right? Like normal. Only it's got an R4 card in it with all the DS games I like. Right? Little R4 card. R4 Gold. It works on 3DS as well. And it has an Omega card, an Easy Flash Omega, that plays every Game Boy Advance game, and it sits nice and flush. So all DS games, all Game Boy Advance games, boom, anytime you want it. So I'm really proud of that. It's a very good handheld solution. And very interesting, we are finishing off on the Game Boy Micro. This one not a whole lot of people have seen. It came with different faceplates. You could swap them off and put different faceplates on. I have two other faceplates. One is black completely, and one is black with a bunch of blue lines through it. Now, the reason I use the pink one is because when I use the black one, you can see all the fingerprints. But this one, you don't see the fingerprints, so it feels a little nicer in your hands when you're using it. This makes Game Boy Advance games look really crispy and really nice. So very, very cool. If you guys have any chance to get one of these, they're kind of rare and expensive. Definitely go for it. It's really cool. Really cool device.
Dark Web says he has every DS out there.
Oh, nice. So I didn't show. I don't have the DSi. That might be the only one I don't own. Is the original DSi. Yeah, the DSi. But I also didn't have the original 3DS. I have 33. Wait, I almost forgot. That thing's been hanging out. And the Vita too, and the PSTV. So I have 35. Sorry, I forgot about a bunch. So this is the original DS. The reason I have it over here is because I have that little charge dock for it. And I have modded it. So I have an SD card in here with a bunch of games in it. And so I modded that as well. So I can play whatever game I want on it. Don't tell Nintendo. Shh, it's a secret. And I forgot. The Vita. Oh, it's right down here. So I have the Vita 2000, the Slim Vita. This is what I play all my Vita games on. This was also given to me by Ekaface. She bought it for me. I believe it was a Christmas gift. It's got the hair on it. So this is a really cool model of Vita. I also have the PSTV as well. But the PSTV is kind of weird. It can't play all the games. So I end up just playing most of them on this one.
Fridge.
And this is the fridge console. This bad boy can hold so many drinks in it. Speaking of drinks.
They're so excited about the fridge. It's a fridge, you guys. There's not much in it.
There's not even a light in it.
It's a bit dark, yeah.
Yeah, I got the mini.
There's no beer, you guys.
There's no beer, bro.
Disaster.
There's
Okay.
no beer.
It's 11:59. How
Okay.
is this going to work out?
So here's what's going to happen, guys. So we're going to take a quick intermission. Because I have to make sure the game runs, and I gotta go through some stuff and hook up the actual stream, so you can see my stream setup here. So I got the camera, I gotta turn it on, I gotta get a couple things running. So give me about 10 to 15 minutes max, guys, and I'm gonna be on Cold War for the rest of the night until 2 a.m. So definitely join me if you guys have it, if you guys want to watch, like, stick around, I'm still gonna be streaming, I just have to get it all set up. So thank you so much for watching my room tour. It's been very personal for me, it's been very, it's been nice, because I've been streaming for almost 6 months now, and it's been really cool. I've always seen these on YouTube and stuff, and I've always wanted to do one of my own. So thank you for joining me. I got to clean my whole room up now. It's a little bit of a mess.
That's okay. Don't worry about that, because they're very excited about
We'll go for
you
Cold
being
War.
on Cold War.
So, yeah.
So set up your stream.
Do you want to record it happening?
I don't know if that will work. Can I have it on?
Here, why not? I mean,
Here?
I can just do it right now anyways. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll show you how to set up my stream. So I plug this bad boy, this camera.
What's the room where you play Modern Warfare? It's this one, Pizza. The one we've been talking about for 2 hours. You should let your girlfriend play first couple games of Cold... Eddie...
Oh, she's gonna have a real bad time if I do that.
I don't know.
This actually might be kind of cool. So if I go live, you guys are gonna literally see, like, I don't know.
Does it
I
switch
have no idea
over?
what happens. This is gonna be new to me. So
Okay.
we're gonna pop this bad boy on.
Please forgive any
There we go.
technical difficulties, but
We're taking the iPod off now.
I might honestly just get my own copy of Cold War. I will play with you guys again. I know I kind of like stopped playing for a little bit because there's so many bullies on Modern Warfare.
There are a lot of bullies in Modern Warfare, aren't there? We're gearing up, boys.
But I will play some, yeah, for sure.
And check this out. So this is the Elite controller. That's what we're using tonight to kill all the noobs in this game we're about to play.
Pizza, I don't rage like on Call of Duty because there's no reason to rage because I suck. But it's fun. I love hanging out with you guys too. Oh yeah, actually, look at the
Yeah, actually, we can actually show the
Person
game now.
selection?
It actually will let me play it.
account selection.
Yeah.
Is mine pink if you go over?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute. Awesome.
All right, so now I can actually show you how cool it looks. So we're actually gonna play Cold War, guys. Come on, you better work, man. Look, 12:02. Better work. Oh. I'm worried, guys. I'm worried it's just not gonna work yet. That's a big yikes. Let me pause this down. Uh-oh. New Activision would ruin my life.
Is it not letting you select it?
I think I might have, like, fucked it with all the downloads I've been giving it. I've been, like, turning it on and off and downloading a bunch of stuff with it. So I'm just gonna do a quick little reset, I think. Because I think I really, like, messed with it here. So let's do that real quick. Yeah, even the settings is taking a while to load up. I think I wouldn't break the new Xbox, guys.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
That would make for a really interesting stream, huh?
Oh, it's not working.
Devin. Oopsie poopsie.
There's gotta be a reset button, right? Yeah, power. Reset console. Yes. Okay.
Reset console deletes all of save file.
Better work, bro. Here, I'll show you guys the rest of what my stream will look like. So here's my Wii background.
Pizza apparently has the PS5 and Series X.
He has both? You're crazy, man. That's awesome. That's so cool.
Damon says that it shows that you're on PC.
It should. It might have been a glitch. It might have been some weird shit that I did because I have so many things on. I might as well turn off mesh right here. So maybe I'm like zapping it with all this stuff I have on too. I'm sorry, console. Bye, Samus. I'll turn this guy off too. The old game and setup.
What's your headset?
Oh, it's the Turtle Beach Stealth 600 for the Xbox One. That's why it's green, you see. We got the old double
I have the
Wii
white
background.
one.
Yeah, she's got the white one. It's got the green as well. And the PlayStation editions have the blue. It's really
Oh,
nice.
pizza. My room has, like, one PS4 and
There we go.
a Wii U.
It's literally not turning off, yo.
Oh my gosh.
Uh-oh.
Is it really just, like, bunking out right now?
I might have to rip the power cord out. I'm feeling weird about it, but I think I have to rip the power cord out.
Oh, would you get LED lights?
Oh, I would think about it in the future for sure. Okay, 1 second. Oh, okay. I'm so sorry, Xbox.
Pizza, my room is very far away.
Watch me get the one defective Xbox Series X, dude. Alright, let's try that. Ooh, nice knee crack.
In before Fishy nukes his Xbox.
Dude, ripping the power cord out's never a good time, dude.
Yeah, David said I wouldn't do that. Does it anyway.
There, no, we're good. See, look,
Okay.
there we go. We're fine.
Mm.
We are egg salad, actually.
Oh gosh. Bathroom tour. Guys, come on.
Dude. Can we get a pantsless bathroom tour real quick? Alright, let's see if it actually works, because this could be bad if it doesn't. So I'm gonna right off the bat pause this install, dude. Don't even install, thank you. Oh, it's working right away. Look how quick it's working. Oh, that's okay, so it was broken.
I will be making some food, but in secret, you guys don't.
Dude, this is crazy. Don't watch me brick my Xbox Series X live, dude.
Okay, so how does this switch over then?
I will find that out. Let's see.
Like, are you able to just hit live
I hope.
on your PC and then I'll stop mine at the same time?
I'll see if that works. Alright, we're about to find out. This is a live, trying to find out how to do this switch.
Here we go.
This Twitch switch, we'll call it. So I'm just going to change the title, because I think...
This is how it works, you guys. For anyone who's interested in streaming.
I don't know, just call it release. At midnight.
Well, it's past midnight now, so Anyone have any good title suggestions? Because
No.
he never listens to me.
I don't listen to nobody for nothing. You know what? We might even do a bit of zombies tonight. There we go. Alright, we're going to see what happens, okay? I think everything else is ready. Okay, so I'm popping up.
Are you live?
No, not yet. One
Okay,
second.
let me know when.
Okay.